a nursing CE business can fund the life you want. Travel, retirement, and more. Hello, 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 everybody. It's Teresa Sanderson. I'm very excited to connect with you today. Nurses have been looking for alternative ways to earn income for a really long time. Nurse entrepreneurship is on the rise. And so today I just want to chat with you about how a nursing CE business can fund that lifestyle that you're looking for. So nurses are the ones, first of all, who are required to have a certain number of continuing education hours. And the funny thing is, nurses have a requirement to complete a certain number of continuing education contact hours every couple of years for our licensure renewal, right? Or if we don't have to do that for our licensure renewal, many times our employer requires it anyway. So thinking about nursing continuing education as a business or even an industry, because trust me, when something crosses millions and billions of dollars every single year, we're looking at an industry, which makes it very interesting to me that most nurses are not providing nursing continuing education. Okay, we buy it, we pay for it, but very few of us step into the arena, throw our hat in the ring and say, hey, I've got something that I can teach. I have something that I've learned from the knowledge and experience that I've accumulated over the years of my nursing career that I want to share with other nurses. And so this is very interesting to me because this industry as a whole has grown up on its own, largely without the input of frontline nurses. So CE is truly an untapped opportunity. It's booming as an industry, and nurses are the ones paying for it. But again, we're not represented among those who are teaching it. So what can you do in the business of nursing continuing education? Well, first of all, you get to share your expertise. And this is what I love to call turning what you already know into income. Because let's face it, nurses want to learn from somebody who's been on the front lines, just like them. You also can create recurring revenue. You can create a course once and provide that course to many people over the course of time, earning income every step of the way. The next thing is you can support creating a better future and shaping the future of our profession by teaching the skills and insights that really matter in nursing practice. So no matter where you are today and what you're practicing in nursing, no matter what specialty, I believe that every nurse has at least one course within them that is worthy of sharing with the rest of the nursing community. But let's talk about this term of freedom. We all talk about, the terms, or we hear them frequently: time freedom, financial freedom. And the truth is that freedom looks different for every single nurse. I know it looks differently for me than it does for you. Freedom for me means more travel. It means the freedom to be able to work from anywhere. I am not location bound. That is really, really important for me. So when my grandchildren need something and they live, maybe a state or two away, I can easily head there and my business doesn't have to miss a beat. I can continue doing what I need to do. I'm not yet retired. When I'm retired, my life will look different, right? But while I need to work, I love that freedom and flexibility to be able to work from anywhere. So it can also mean, freedom might mean a stronger retirement plan. According to the U.S. Census Bureau in 2022, about 50% of Americans between the ages of 55 and 66 have no retirement savings. And where are they at? They're right at retirement age. So a nursing continuing education business can give you the means of creating a nice retirement fund for yourself and also creating passive income that's going to grow into that retirement account for you, and can also give you supplemental income into your retirement if you need that. So those are just a couple of ways, but let's talk more about time freedom, right? Because time freedom, I think, is so important for nurses. We have suffered and struggled without it for decades, but time freedom means I am not wedded to a certain schedule, whether that's 7 to 3, 2 to 10, 11 to 7. I'm not part of a rotating holiday plan. Those kinds of things that really matter. Mandatory overtime, unsafe staffing ratios, and having to miss the milestones of our children and families have a considerable impact on nurses over time, don't you think? I mean, those were some of the hardest things for me. But with the nursing continuing education business, you can decide what you're going to teach, when, where, how. Is it only going to be recorded training available in an online format for passive income to come your way? You have all the options and you're in control. And that's one of the things that I love most about being in business in general, is that as the business owner, these choices are up to me. And so I ask every nurse to consider, before working another PRN shift, whether you consider a nursing continuing education business or any other business opportunity, what business could you start for yourself instead of working another 8 or 12 hours or more every week doing the same thing? Okay. How can you solidify your stable financial future by perhaps doing something differently with what you already know? Okay, so real nurses and real results. I want to share with you just three success stories from clients that I've had in the past. And Angel Mathis is one of those. She has a wonderful business called Nurses Investing for Wealth. And she created a financial literacy program for nurses that takes into account all the crazy things that nurses experience, like shift differentials and just all the things, as well as really teaching nurses how to invest their money in various avenues, whether that's the stock market or assets or whatever that may be. But when Angel's course was already doing well, and when she made the decision to add nursing continuing education credit to her courses, it just made it easier for nurses to be able to access that and take control of their finances. So Angel, thank you for all the work you do over at Nurses Investing for Wealth. Elizabeth Barclay is another dear friend of mine who has also stepped into the field of nursing continuing education. And Elizabeth is a school nurse. So she creates and develops courses that are designed to support the school nurse community. She created these courses because very little meaningful CE content existed. And today she's a keynote speaker, she's an online course creator, and she's impacting the lives of school nurses across the country. Congratulations, Elizabeth. And I encourage everybody to look her up as well. Dr. Julie Seamers is one more that I need to mention. Dr. Julie was already working in the field of patient safety and advocacy when she added nursing continuing education to her role as a public speaker and author. Today, she's developing a certification course related to improving patient safety. She continues to teach and speak across the country, but she's doing amazing things in the field of nursing continuing education. And, I want you to hear that establishing or getting started in a nursing CE business, this is in no way just about money. It's not just about money. It's about making an impact, elevating our nursing profession, and improving your own life. That's what it's about. So there are a few steps, that you can take to get started in a nursing CE business. I always encourage people, identify your expertise, your zone of genius. What do you do well? What are your superpowers in nursing? Those things that come easy for you that a lot of other people struggle. Learn the rules. What are the guidelines for either your state board of nursing or the national accrediting agency that you want to establish yourself as a CE provider through? Know those rules and prepare your content and application accordingly. I want to encourage you to start small and then prepare to grow. You don't have to have a 20-hour course ready to go as soon as you launch your business. Really important, and more important than that, is starting small with maybe just a 1 contact hour course and doing your market research. Is this a course that my ideal client is willing to purchase? Are they willing to buy this? What's the feedback on the course? What questions do people have after they've been a part of the course? What are they looking for next? That is really how we can best determine what should be in that larger course? We need to hear from our audience. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What are their pain points? And how can we serve them best? You also can leverage technology. You know, technology has really leveled the playing field in the last 20 years, but certainly even at warp speed in the last 2 to 3 years. We now have a platform from Nurses Feed Their Young that's called CE Sites Made Easy, that is a CE-ready website solution that makes building and hosting your own nursing continuing education courses super easy. That's why we called it CE Sites Made Easy. The next thing that I want you to do, if you're thinking about starting this business, the fifth step is to, market your expertise where nurses gather. Where nurses gather where? Online. We're in groups. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it, YouTube. Nurses are out there. So remember this, though. Nurses are looking for meaningful, high-quality education that actually helps them move the needle in their daily practice. And I'm not talking the injection needle. They're looking for things that will impact their practice immediately. So if you've been thinking about starting a nursing continuing education business, you've been thinking about it for a while, you don't know what your first step is, you're not sure if you're qualified, I want to encourage you to type the word snapshot below this video. Let me know that you would like to assess where you are. And I will send you the link to our Nursing CE Business Snapshot, which is a quick assessment that you can take in 3 minutes or so. And it's going to let you know right now how prepared you already are, which actually may surprise you, to start a nursing continuing education business. Thank you for tuning in today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.